Hello and welcome to Learn Statistics class. In this class we are going to study the statistical concept in simple and more easy way. The topic of today's lecture is univariate probability distribution. In this topic we are going to learn the 2 points. The first point is the definition of cumulative distribution function, and the second one is examples on cumulative distribution function. So let us start with the first point, cumulative distribution function. Cumulative distribution function is also known as distribution function, and it is denoted as CDF, or distribution function is denoted as DF also. Suppose x be a random variable taking values x1, x2, x3 xn, such that x1 is less than x2, less than x3, less than xn, with probabilities P1, P2, P3 up to Pn respectively. Consider the function f defined by fxi is equal to probability x less than equal to xi. I is from 1 to n. That is fxi is P1 plus P2 plus P3 up to Pi, since here x is less than equal to xi. Then the function fx is called the cumulative distribution function or distribution function of random variable x. Next point is properties of distribution function of a random variable. So let us see the properties. The distribution function of a random variable x has the following properties. The first property is it lies between 0 and 1. The value of distribution function lies between 0 and 1. The second property is the CDF fx is a step function. Means if we plot a graph of CDF, let me draw a graph. The values of x are taken along the x-axis, and the CDF values distribution function is taken along the y-axis. Suppose these are the x1, x2, x3, likewise xn. If we plot the graph of CDF, then this is origin and the highest value is 1, as CDF lies between 0 and 1. If we plot the graph, then we get this is xn. At xn it is 1. If we plot the graph of CDF, then we get a graph which looks like a step function, like steps. So it is known as CDF is a step function. This is the second property. Now the third property is the CDF fx is an increasing function of x. Means if x1 is less than equal to x2, then CDF of x1 must be less than equal to CDF of x2. Next, fourth property is value of CDF is 0 for x less than a. Suppose here the range of x1, x2, xn is a less than x1, less than x2, dot dot less than xn, and which is less than b. Means all the values of random variable x1, x2 lies between a and b. Then the CDF of x for x less than a is 0 and it is 1 for x greater than b. Means CDF of minus infinity equal to 0 and the CDF of plus infinity is equal to 1. Minus infinity is the lower limit and plus infinity is the upper limit of the values of random variable. Here in this case minus infinity is nothing but a and upper limit is b. The next property is probability of, suppose x equal to xi is f of xi minus f of xi minus 1. Since we get CDF by successive adding of PMF, the PMF of a random variable x is obtained by subtracting the consecutive values of the CDF. These are the properties of distribution function of a random variable. Hence, we learn the PDF of the definition of cumulative distribution function, that is also known as a distribution function, and we have already learned the properties of distribution function of a random variable. We will start with the next point. Solve the examples of cumulative distribution function. So let us start with example number 1. A random variable x has the following PMF. Then find the distribution function of x. Here we have given the PMF of x. Here x takes value 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and the PMF is 0 otherwise. Means value of PMF is 0 for other than these values. Here we have to calculate the distribution function for these values. So let us start with the solution. By definition, of CDF, we know that CDF of fx equal to probability x less than equal to x. For x equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here we have to calculate the value of f for all these 5 values. So let us start with x equal to 0. Therefore f0. By definition it is probability x less than equal to 0. We know that our value of variable starts from 0. So there is no value less than 0. Hence it is equal to probability x equal to 0, and which is 1 upon 5. The value of probability for all values is 1 by 5, same. Now we shall calculate the value of CDF for x equal to 1. So it is F1 is equal to probability x less than equal to 1, which is equal to probability x equal to 0 or 1. Since there are two values which are less than or equal to 1, 0 and 1. So it is probability 0 plus probability 1, and it is nothing but 1 upon 5 plus 1 by 5, which is equal to 2 upon 5. Similarly, F2 is probability x less than equal to 2, and which is x equal to 0 or 1 or 2. By adding all these probabilities, we get the value of CDF at x equal to 2. Since all these values are 1 by 5, therefore F2 is 3 upon 5. Next is F3, which is probability x less than equal to 3. So it is probability x equal to 0 or 1 or 2 or 3. After simplifying, we get it is 4 upon 5, and the last value is CDF at x equal to 4 is probability x less than equal to 4, which is probability x equal to 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. By adding all these probabilities, we get P0 plus P1 plus P2 plus P3 and plus P4. By substituting all values, we obtain it is, since the probabilities are same for all the values, so it is F4 is equal to 5 upon 5, which is 1. In this way, we obtain the values of CDF for all the values of x. We can write this in a tabular form as xfx, as x has value 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Their values are 1 by 5, 2 upon 5, 3 by 5, 4 by 5, and last one is 1. From the table, we observe that the values of CDF lies between 0 and 1. These values are between 0 and 1. This is the value of CDF of a random variable x. To understand the concept, In more detail, we shall consider another example, example number 2. A discrete random variable x has the following PMF. Here we are given the values of x as -2, -1, 0, 1, 2 and their respective probabilities 1 by 5, 1 by 5 like this, 1 by 15. Find the distribution function of x. So let us start with the distribution function. As similar to example number 1, by definition of CDF, fx equal to probability x less than equal to x. For x equal to -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2. We shall calculate the value of CDF for each value of x. So let us start with the first value -2. F -2 equal to probability x less than equal to -2. We know that there is no value less than -2. So it is probability x equal to -2 and it is 1 upon 5. The next one is f -1, which is probability x less than equal to -1, means x equal to -2 or -1. Since the value of x less than equal to -1, there are two values, -2 and -1, which is equal to probability of -2 and probability -1, which is equal to 1 upon 5 plus 1 by 5. By substituting the values of probabilities from the probability distribution table. So it is 2 by 5. Next one is CDF at x equal to 0. F0 equal to probability x less than equal to 0, which is equal to probability x equal to -2 or -1 or 0. That is probability -2, -1, probability 0. By substituting the values from the probability distribution table, we get 1 by 5, 1 by 5 plus 2 upon 5. So it is 4 by 5. The next one is F1. F1 equal to probability x less than equal to 1, which is equal to x equal to -2 or -1 or 0 or 1. By adding all these probability we get substitute the values from the probability distribution table, we get 1 upon 5, 1 by 5 plus 2 by 5 plus 2 by 15 and this is 4 by 5 plus 2 by 15 and which is equal to F1 is equal to 12 plus 2 by 15. By taking LCM, it is 4 by 15. The last one is F2. F2 is nothing but probability x less than equal to 2, and it is probability x equal to -2, -1, 0, 1 or 2, all the values. Hence it is p minus 2 plus p minus 1, probability 0, p0, probability 1 plus probability 2. All these values are, by substituting all these values from the probability distribution table, we get so it is 4 by 5 plus 3 by 15. After simplifying, we get it is 12 plus 3 by 15, which is equal to 15 upon 15 is equal to 1. Hence CDF at the point 2 is 1. Therefore the CDF of x is given by, we can write in the tabular form, -2, -1, 0, 1 and 2. Hence we obtain the CDF of a random variable x. In this way, in this lecture we learn the 2 points. One is the definition of distribution function, which is also known as cumulative distribution function, and its properties. And in the second point, we solve the examples of distribution function by taking 2 different examples. In this way, we learn how to calculate distribution function for a given PMF. In the previous lecture, we have already learned many more concepts from the univariate discrete random variable. In the next lecture, we will start with the next concept from the univariate distribution function. If a student want to learn the previous lectures, then click on the I button at the top right corner of the screen, and link of that lectures is given in the description box. Many more topics are also covered in the Learn Statistics channel, and their links are also given in the description box. If a student like this lecture, then click on the like button, share with your friend to learn the statistical concept in simple and more easy way. If students are requested to subscribe Learn Statistics channel for upcoming statistical concept in the future. We will meet in the next lecture with the next topic. Till then, we will stop here. Thank you.